What's up everybody, my name is Wardell and welcome to Chaos Gates. Now, I'm going to start a little series on my channel called Yu-Gi-Oh! Facts. I'm going to be talking about stuff that has happened through the game over the years, or things about the game that you probably didn't know or did know, because there's some players that actually look into this stuff. So before anything else, I want you guys to know that you can duel me in a website called Dueling Nexus. My avatar is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. My name is Skullslayer, and you can actually transfer your decks from Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or Dev Pro because they're YDK file approval. So you can duel me whenever you guys want. So let me know if you guys want to duel me. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Now, I want to start with one fact. I'm going to spend a little bit of time explaining it, so I'm just going to say one fact, but I want you guys to know, fun fact, fusions are the monster type with more ways to summon than any other monster type. Now I'm going to explain all of the monster types besides pendulum and regular monsters, because they just can be special summoned from the deck hand like any other card, or pendulums can be pendulum summoned, like they're still monsters from the deck. So I'm going to be talking about rituals, links, synchro, Xyz, and fusions. So rituals can only be ritual summoned with a spell card, and maybe banishing from the ritual spell from the graveyard and summoning them if you want to count that one, but it's still the same thing. But if you want to count that one, then that's two different ways. Alright. Now, Link, I believe they only have one, which is Link summoning, and maybe using a Link monster with this Link rating with another one, but that's still Link summoning, so I'm just going to count that as one. So Ritual have two ways, Link has one. Synchros. Now, Synchros, I believe they have three ways. Four if you want to count by Assault Mode effects. But they have Synchro Summon, which is a tuner, non-tuner Synchro Summon. There's Axle Synchro Summon, which is using all monsters as Synchro materials. It's still a Synchro Summon, but you know, shooting Quasar Dragon is like that, TG Halberd Cannon, Cosmo Blazer Dragon. It's with a Synchro Tuner, and with non-tuner Synchros, that is called an Axle Synchro Summon. So it is actually a different way to Synchro Summon. There is also synchro summoning, special summoning synchro monsters from the extra deck without actually synchro summoning, with cards like Stardust Warrior and Starlight Road, which actually special summon the monsters from the extra deck without actually having to synchro summon. Assault modes just throw them from the graveyard, so I really am not going to count them. So there's three different ways. There's Synchro Summon, Axle Synchro Summon, Starlight Road, and Stardust Warrior. That special summon them from the extra deck, so they have three ways. Now for Xyz I believe they have four ways, if not five. And they have the first one, which is Xyz Summon, the regular Xyz Summon. They have the other Xyz Summon. I don't know how that's called. I haven't played the games or like heard watched the anime as Exel. But it's basically the same thing as Xyz summoning, but using two monsters with the same ranks to summon monsters like number FO and stuff like that. I believe it's a different type of Xyz summon, but I don't remember exactly how it's called. But I'm going to count that one as a different one. There's also Rank Up Xyz Evolution, which is using a rank up spell, and the way Zodiacs do it with one monster. So yeah, four ways. Now fusion, they have the most ways to fusion summon, and yes, I'm going to talk about certain cards, but not archetype cards such as Gemini Fusion, Red Eyes Fusion, Shadow Fusion, Future Fusion, Fusion, whatever the hell I like, because they do the exact same thing. Like, they're just archetype specifics. Like, they're either polymerization or a miracle fusion that they fuse from the field or graveyard or hand, or Shadow Fusion that fuses from the deck, so I'm not going to count all of those. So I'm going to count the actual unique ways. Way number 1, polymerization, obviously. Polymerization using 2 monsters from your hand or field, or vice versa. And the second way would be by instant fusion. Special summon a level 5 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck at the cost of 1,000 life points. It can't attack, and it's destroyed during the end phase. Another one is contact fusion, which are what the gladiators and Neos do. Contact fusion was introduced obviously in GX with the Neos, and that is shuffling the monsters you control into your deck. They don't have to be face up or face down. Like they just have to be on the field, because you can actually contact fusion with the monsters face down, in which case you still have to reveal to your opponent that you have the monsters. And there's another way, actually, a different kind of contact fusion, which is banishing contact fusion. It's pretty much the same thing, but instead of shuffling them into the deck from your monster zone, you're banishing them either from the field, hand, spell and trap card zone, or graveyard. Cards that are like this are WV Tiger Jet, ABC Dragon Buster, XYZ Dragon Cannon, and so on and so forth. Those cards banish themselves to do their fusion. So I'm going to put that as a different one, because contact fusion can still be made even though Empyrean Iron Wall is there. But if you do stuff like the way ABC Dragon Buster is there, Empyrean Iron Wall will prevent you from fusion summoning, so I'm going to count that as a different kind of fusion. And the last one, I already said 4. Polymerization is fusion to both contacts. And the 5th one, I'm going to say mass change. And I know I said no archetype specifics, but I have to count this one because thanks to mass change 2, you can actually summon masked heroes in any of your decks. As long as a different level and the same attribute, so you can summon any of the masked heroes in any deck, basically. And I'm going to count this one because they're not treated as fusion summon. Because the card says, target one face-up monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you can summon one masked hero from your extra deck with the same attribute, or if it's mass change 2 with the same attribute but a different level. Now, cards like non-fusion area can't stop these mass changes because they're not treated as a fusion summon, because you're just special summoning the masked hero from your extra deck. It does not say fusion summon, and it's not treated as a fusion summon. So these two cards bypass non-fusion area, so I have to count this one because it's a very cool way to bypass non-fusion area, because if that's on the field, you can't activate cards like Instant Fusion, Polymerization, Red Eyes Fusion, Gemini Fusion, any card that fusion summons, basically, because this is the only two cards that I could let you summon fusion monsters without actually fusion summoning. So fusions have 5 ways, XCs have 4 ways, Synchros has 3, Ritual has 2, and Link has 1 way, which is just Link summoning. So thank you very much. I hope you this kind of opened your eyes a little bit, because it did for me when I figured that out. And I'm going to be putting more fact videos, so thank you for watching. This is Chaos Gates, and this is now your move.
And now you're gone, and nothing makes this seem more wrong. The memory of your face keeps dragging.